We got jokes in here this morning.
Yeah, we do.
All right, man. So tell us, first of all, the audience. I mean, of course, they've heard two of your songs, Rogando por tu amor y Güera Linda, your two radio releases. So people have heard.
That's me.
Okay, people
I was like,
have heard your music and stuff. So tell us a little bit about El Gallo Des.
So El Gallo Des is California born, so I'm a Cali boy and pretty new to the Tejano scene and all that, but I just feel super welcome here in Texas. It's my second time around over here, and I feel like this time is way better. I'm a father of two, and a lover, not a fighter. Sometimes I fight, but I'm not
Only when I have to.
Only when I have to, yeah.
When it comes to your kids.
Yeah, when it comes to my boys, but now I'm just here for a good time. Been doing music since I was a little boy. Took a left turn in life, did the army, then the dad thing. Didn't think this was going to be possible at all, but here we are. God puts us where we need to be at the time we need to be there.
Absolutely.
And I'm just happy to be here doing mariachi stuff, and we got a lot of versatile thing coming for you guys. We have the cumbia, we have the progressive tejano. Next, we're going to start putting out just pretty much cover all the Latin genres, mariachi, corridos, and
I love it.
all the special stuff.
Okay, so over conversation yesterday evening, and I have to bring it up, you have to give us your family history of mariachi. I mean, as you were talking, I was like, oh my God, this dude is he's like a really big deal.
I wouldn't say I'm the big deal, but we're working on that. We're working on that. I'm a new fish in a big sea,
But the roots, man.
The roots definitely
Tell us
are
about
there.
the roots.
So my father, who is the whole reason I became El Gallo, because he was part of Mariachi Los Galleros, which was run by my tío Pedro Rey, and which later became Sol de Mexico with my tío José Hernández, which is an awesome mariachi that's been around for a while now. I think we have over 100 years of mariachi history in our lineage.
Wow.
So no pressure, right?
Right, no pressure.
But everyone in my family is musically inclined. My brother sings, my mother, my father, all my uncles, as you know. Even my kids are singing now and playing instruments, and they're tiny.
Beautiful.
It's in the DNA.
So glad that they're interested in continuing, music without me even telling them. They're just inspired on their own. So I'm super proud to be part of the lineage and all that, and to finally be able to bring something of my own to the lineage, because the whole time it's been all mariachi, and I mean, we have beautiful singers and artists in our family, and I'm grateful to be getting this much attention and being able to put something to it.
I kind of want to also, I love that history aspect of it, but I kind of also want to know how Shelly Lares. Shell, are you the one that discovered him? How did this come about?
I wouldn't say I discovered him, really. I kind of put the word out there that, I was going to, since I had so many amazing females, producing and reaching out to me, I didn't have any males at all. I kind of been looking, and I like to search. I like to go through social media. I don't care where they live. It doesn't matter to me where they live, because, technology is so amazing nowadays. So I kind of put the word out just with close friends that I was looking for a male and to let me know. So I was actually recording at Studio 29 over there in Sweetwater with Angelique's son. And I was recording Alicia C., my other artist.
Mm-hmm.
And Lexi Rodriguez, who I've known since she was very little. Her father was, Mico Rodriguez in radio, Tejano radio, for a very long time. She says, hey, Shelly, I got a guy that I think you'll like. And I was like, okay. So she sends me the link on his TikTok. And I was like, and I remember I had seen him before, quickly. And I was like, so I started kind of skimming through his TikTok. And I was like, man, I said, do you know where he's from? I said, can you reach out to him? And she's like, yeah, sure. So about 2 hours later, Mia wasn't with me. So she messages me. She's like, hey, Beba, I found a guy, and it was also El Gallo Des.
Mm-hmm.
And same person in the same day within 2 hours of each other. And I was like, okay, God's trying to kind of bring us together, And then I'll let him finish it, but he reached out. He called me.
Yeah. Yeah. So Lexi had I posted a video that my wife was pressuring me to put up, because I didn't want to do TikTok at the time. I really didn't want to get in.
I'm
or
right
do
there with
anything.
you, buddy.
You know what I mean? I didn't want to do it, and I had just learned. I had given up on music for like about a year because I was doing so much. I was, working, helping my son with occupational therapy, and doing school full time, and driving so many hours a day. So there was really not much time to do music, and there wasn't really anything going on with this. So I was like, I'll just make it a hobby, And so I learned Adios Amor by Cristian Nodal. And I was just singing around the house all day. My girl's like, why don't you just put a video up? Just put a video up. Like, what? How could it hurt? They just put it up just for, poopies and giggles. And I was like, all right. So I told my son, my youngest, I was like, you want to be in a video with me? He's like, yeah. So I was like, all right. I'm going to the living room, put on a karaoke track and sing a little bit of Adios Amor.
Nice.
And I put it up, not thinking anything about it. Pick up my phone a day later, look at TikTok, and it's like at 1 million likes and 7 million views.
Wow.
And I was like,
Overnight.
what the? I was like, yo, babe, look at this. And she was like, what? Is that real? I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen this before. And so, Lexi reaches out to me like about a day later, and she goes, I have somebody that might want to talk to you. Are you interested, about pursuing a career in music? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So, she tells me, oh, it's Shelly Lares. I was like, okay, cool. So I talked to Shelly. I call her and she goes, hey, what's going on? I'm like, oh, it's good. Thank you so much for being interested in me. And she's like, do you know who I am? And I go, I don't, I'm sorry. And she goes, it's cool. That's good.
Even better.
You're even better.
Exactly.
She goes, you can look me up after we get off the phone. And she asked me, how seriously do you want to do this? Do you want to make this a career and be an actual recording artist and make your original stuff? Or do you want to just do covers and, have fun with what you're doing right now? Because it's okay. You don't have to.
She's so upfront, ain't she?
Yeah. I love it. Though. That's why you need to be. Get stuff moving,
Yeah.
And so, and I was like, no, yeah, I'm interested in doing it. Absolutely. And she's like, you know what it takes, right? And I explained to her, like, my background. She goes, okay, just letting you know because things are going to move quickly if we decide to run this route. So I get off the phone and I go look her up. And I go, oh my gosh, I screwed up. And I tell her, she goes, why? And I go, you have no idea the caliber of musician and respect this lady has. And she goes, really? And I go, yeah, look. And we start scrolling. She goes, what did you say?
I don't know who you are.
Oh, shout out to Taylor.
I messed up already.
Yes. So later we get on the phone and she explains. She goes, "No, I like that that you didn't know me because you're a fresh take.
Yeah.
You're kind of not spoiled in the industry. So it's.
I
good.
use the word tainted.
Or tainted.
That's really what I use because a lot of the newer, not brand new, but newer artists are already kind of tainted and. Some have certain expectations of feel entitlement, and I'm not saying all, and that's one of the things that I have to set the foundation for my artists that, you have to work for what you want. You have to work for it. I'm here to help guide you. I'm here to coach you along the way to help you get better at your craft, but I'm not here to do the job for you. So, but I asked him about his songwriting because I always ask an artist if they write songs. And a lot of times they'll say, yeah, or they'll say, I never tried, or I can't. And I always believe I always believe an artist knows what they want to do creatively. And maybe they've just never opened that door. So he was like, yeah, I wrote a little bit in the past. He sent me some of his original music, which is more like Ed Sheeran type, music. And I said, I'm going to send you a country song. Have you ever written? He goes, no, I've never even sang country music. And so I sent him an arrangement, and he wrote it the same day, sent it back to me. And I was like, okay, he's someone that I know I can work with. And besides his beautiful voice, I love the fact that he was versatile. He could become whatever genre he was singing without even trying. And that just, me and Tejano, that's who we are. I have a hard time with people thinking, oh, that's not Tejano, but Tejano has so many elements to it. So, but I was excited about working with him.
Wow.
All right, hanging out with El Gallo Dez and Shelly Lares. It is your Magic Morning Show with Chismos and Cucuy on Magic 106.5. Good morning. Son las 8:38, 8:38. It is your Magic Morning Tip with Chismosa and Cucuy on this Friday morning. Good
Thank
morning.
God it's Friday.
Hey.
Woo.
I do it all the time, so it don't matter what day of the week it is to me.
I know.
Sure, but you know what?
Retired.
What a great way for us on a Friday, man, to have it Gallo Dez and Shelly Lares hanging out with us.
Aw, thank y'all for
Aw,
having us.
Seriously, it's a
course, man.
pleasure.
So I was telling them this is my family. I'm like, y'all are my family, and I know y'all are going to make him feel very welcome. And of course, I
Yes.
knew the city would embrace him, and we're super excited for them to hear him live and in living color. Of course, he's doing his mariachi side this Saturday night. So we're thankful to you guys for adding him to the show. We appreciate
Of
it.
course. And a big thank you going out to Mariachi Mi Tierra.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. They're amazing.
When we talked to those guys, they were like, sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
So,
rehearsal
yeah.
was pretty nice last
Yes,
night. It was
absolutely.
great.
I
would
heard
too-
that you guys practiced and then jammed out afterwards.
A couple songs.
Couple-
Just a little bit.
Is that right?
Yeah, even
Oh.
Chismosa was, kind of,
Yeah.
letting loose.
Saca la botella.
Yeah.
That's right.
I know her. I know her.
I will tell you guys, just having the opportunity to listen to the rehearsal yesterday evening, you are in for one hell of a treat on Saturday. Oh my God. I was sitting there, he was singing, I forgot what song he was singing, and I was sitting there with my heart, and I was
She was all hearting him with her hand.
Really?
I was like,
Yeah, she looked like
I couldn't
Like-
even get my fingers together.
you look like Pepe Le Pew, when he has the hard eyes.
Oh, the
popping out. That's how my bling looked last night.
Man,
this guy is very talented.
I'm gonna find out
Thank you,
tomorrow.
guys.
I already know
my
that
God.
he's talented, but to see him with the mariachi, that's what I'm really
Oh my
looking
God.
forward
Oh,
to.
and
I
they're
just-
talented. My goodness, Gabriela
Yeah,
sings
she's great.
amazing. So,
Fantastic.
and speaking of a good welcoming, as soon as I got here, guys, they greeted me with a Dos Equis and a birria taco. So couldn't get any more welcome than that. Thank you, guys.
They're like, all the barbecue and beer I can
Yeah,
get.
he
I
was
was
like,
like,
oh my
okay.
God, man. I threw him right into it right when we got here.
Yeah.
I was like, dang.
All right.
I got a feeling that he's having that thought that, like, man, best decision ever to move away from Cali and move to Texas.
Well, is
Yeah.
it kind of going to end up in the water anyway?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Who knows?
I mean, not only that. Yesterday we were having a conversation about gasoline prices.
Oh, my
Wow.
Cali compared to Texas.
Yeah, it says
Oh,
it's
Crazy.
$8.
Says it's $8.
Yeah.
$8.
man.
I'm okay.
I know.
Saw
I'm using my
$6.95.
automobile.
Yeah, my Lamborghinis. Absolutely.
Dude, that's a taco.
Yeah, for real.
That's like
For
4 of
gallon.
them. That's 4 of them in San Antonio. Not even 4. You can get more for that.
Taking the Shoelace Express, man.
But the move to Texas really wasn't supposed to happen this soon.
Yeah.
After Rogando por tu Amor, which was his first single, once I released it at Tejano Radio, which I didn't, reach out to him to strictly just have him in this genre, I asked him if he minded doing a Tejano version of the song, because originally it's mariachi bolero, if you will, kind of bolero-ish. And it did really well, and things just started moving pretty fast. So he and his family made the decision to move to Texas, and when was it?
That was in May.
In May.
And it was supposed to be November of this year.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
planning to move over here.
So tell us a little bit about that. How hard was it to transition to move over here? Because for one person, it's a little easier than getting your kids and
Yes.
your wife and
That's-
just moving.
That's the hard part, and that was really the first thing that I had talked to my wife about doing this career was, it's very, very time demanding. Very time demanding, regardless of what job other job you have at your day job. This takes a lot, recording and promoting, and you guys already see how crazy it is for Shelly. You know what I mean, and her just preparing things for me, and then the distance we have right now is already difficult. So it being in California was like, man, when are we gonna do this? Or we really have to plan this out, And regardless, we worked with what we had, and I mean, it came out great. So. We had planned to come over here in November, and things, California just got the best of us. No matter how hard we worked, it was just too much. Family of 4 got to be too excessive. No sleep and stuff like that. So I was just like, I can't do this. If I'm going to focus on this career, if this is what I really want to do, I got to throw myself into the fire. It's all or nothing. You know what I mean? Because can't get 50%. you have 50%, you're not going to get much out of it. So I was like, I'm going to do 100, and you know, I talked to my wife and had to leave family behind and made
That's
a lot of
hard.
sacrifices to be able to do it.
I bet.
So, you know, so I told Shelly, I mean, before, I think like 2 weeks before I moved, I was like, I just want to tell you, I want to hit the ground running when I go over there. I'm not, you know, I don't want you to think I'm here to mess around. I'm here for business, and I want to make things happen and put in the work like you're putting in the work with me. She was like, say no more.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
But you know what? I can honestly say you couldn't have teamed up with a better person that's going to show you the right way to do things.
I agree.
This woman right here next to you, man, she is a legend. She's a
Yep.
pioneer.
Oh, yeah.
Her talent is, man, it's countless of her talent, her talent, ability. So you couldn't have teamed up with a better person. And
No,
and I know
definitely.
big things are going to happen working with Shelly.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm super like privileged and honored to be with Shelly, and I mean we're like family. Me, her, Mia, Mama Lattice. Shout out to Mama Lattice. Turbo, what's up?
Yeah.
Turbo.
Yeah.
They call her Turbo. Mama.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
My family calls her Turbo. Yeah, they do.
My best friend came to the signing party and he goes, "Hey, what's up, Miss Lattice?" And she looks at him. She goes, "They call me Turbo, dude."
I miss her.
She's awesome.
Miss Lattice.
My mama's listening.
I love
Sweetheart.
you, Miss Lattice.
Yeah.
We miss
She's
you.
awesome.
She loves all of you guys very
So,
much.
Shelly, tell me, is he the first person you signed on your label?
Yes, he's my first exclusive Shell Shock Records 3 artist, which I didn't mean to sign, but yeah, we're really excited. We have, you know, more details on that when we come back.
That
So,
in itself
yeah.
is an honor,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, it is absolutely.
Awesome.
Hanging out with El Gallo Dez and Shelly Lattice. It is your Magic Mornings here with Chismos and Cucuy on Magic 106.5. Good morning.
Hey,
I'm finally getting my producer props.
we are encouraging people.
I got you, Madeline.
Encouraging people to follow us on our YouTube because we are live
Yes,
on YouTube.
y'all,
Yes, check it out, y'all.
everyone, go to their YouTube.
Yes, go check it out.
Graciela dice, good morning. Just wanted to say we love the artist El Gallo Des. Love his
Woo!
voice,
Man.
his style. Thank you,
Yeah.
Shelly, for all you're doing. What new artist?
Thank
you.
y'all. Thank you so much.
I mean, yeah. So back to what Kukui asked me before the break.
I love you, Shelly, for
there's-
listening to me.
Oh,
I love you for listening to me. Thank
What are
you.
you trying to say? I don't
Finally,
listen to
I
you?
have a woman in the studio that listens to me.
I'm dead.
Well,
My-
you gave me good stuff to listen to.
my
Oh.
blame, my blame, my blame.
I'm sorry, Shelly.
Next time you have problems, just call me. Tell me. I'll set my bling straight. I'll get my bling back on track.
Speed
I may
dial.
be doing a solo show again.
Bye, Felicia.
You're gonna walk in, your mic's not gonna be there.
I know, right?
Híjole.
His key to get in the building's not going to
You see?
No, hombre. But I didn't. As y'all know, prior to my retirement, I had my plans. I had my plans that I wanted, to go to nursing school. I just knew that I wanted to work in hospice in some way, shape, or form. Right, that's what I really wanted. That was what was calling my heart. And I didn't plan on signing artists. I didn't plan on having my studio space really, and I didn't plan on producing this soon out of my career. And I haven't been on a stage since December. And this is the longest I've ever not been on the stage in 40 years. So, God has plans for us. And God blessed me with my studio space. God blessed me with El Gallo Des. God blessed me with the opportunity to do hospice, but I do it through music therapy. So I do music therapy for hospice in San Antonio and in Austin. And I'm not opposed to doing it in other cities. This is just something I wanted to do for me outside of, being on the road. But after meeting David and just everything moving so fast, I got with my Shell Shock board and I'm like, okay, I need to sign this guy. I really want to work. I really want to, get committed and show him and then he made the commitment to come to Texas. So, I don't want to let him down either, as a producer, as a label. I'm not trying to change who he is. I'm just trying to really help magnify the music that speaks to him. That's really what I'm trying to do and make sure that he understands all of the elements of the business because it's not called music business for a reason. If there was no business involved, it would just be called doing music. So if you want to make it as a living and it's something you want to do to provide for your family, then you have to do things a certain way. Right. And that's why I'm here.
I like that word magnifying.
Yeah.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Magnifying the talent.
I mean, he's already talented.
Yes.
And, we talk about, how much of my experience and stuff helps him, but he's also helping open doors for me as a producer and into audiences that don't know, that I'm who I am as a producer. So, it really works both ways. I like to think of it like that. We're here to help each other, to make each other grow. And, but yeah, I don't use autotune on my artists. And,
No
I just feel like I can hear when the foundation is there and I just give them the tools to help them get to the next level.
Great.
And the deal with it, Shell, is like you just don't say, okay, well, yeah, I'll work with you. It's going to be so this and this. And you actually take the time to really say, okay, you have what it takes. We're going to work and we're going to make it happen.
Right. Exactly.
It's not just like, okay, I'm going to, in a sense, take your money and I'm going to produce a song
No.
for you. Y vámonos.
No, I can't do that.
Exactly.
I can't do that. Or, or if an artist comes to me and I feel like, yeah, they have the money, but they're not ready, I'm going to say, look, you still need some work. Okay. Because what good is it for me to be in there and to create vocally something that is not really there?
Right.
I mean, what are you going to do live? And there are artists out there who just want to do it just to be creative. And I love those artists too. I'm not always here to create someone that's going to be on the chart, someone that's going to be out touring, because there are artists that genuinely just want to, that's their form of expression, and they just want to dab into getting better at songwriting and producing music. So, I do that too, but I'm not going to take your money if I think that you're not ready, because just just because you've got the money doesn't mean everyone should be recording records. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people who disagree with me out there, but that's just what I think. I think if you're going to do something, you got to be ready to do it.
That's why you're the real deal, my bling.
Oh, thank you, my
Shoot.
bling.
Yeah, she
Thank
is.
you.
I tell Chismosa, just because you have money doesn't mean you're going to go make an album.
No,
I
you
know.
can't. You just can't.
Too bad I
And-
don't have money or.
Yeah, you got
No,
I mean, and it does take that. It does take that. I mean, technology also has kind of made people feel like, you know, I can buy all of the equipment and just do it in my house, and it's going to sound radio ready. Some people are good enough to do that, but majority are not.
You
Yeah.
still need the mind and
I
the
know,
talent behind that.
I know some of the music you guys receive. I've heard it, you know, and I'm like, wow. Well, please don't, you know, please don't, because that really brings down the standard of everything. And working with El Gallo Des, you know, he mentioned earlier we're working on his full length Latin album, meaning, you know, it will consist of Tejano, like pure Tejano, like what you hear, Rogando por tu amor. Güera Linda is so many genres that it goes across so many countries that like that style of cumbia. We're doing corrido. He's doing mariachi. We're doing cumbia tumbano, which is a really cool song that we're implementing some different sounds and stuff. And what else? Bolero. I mean,
De todo.
it's just going to be. And Tejano, he's got a really exciting collaboration coming out with La 45 and another Tejano icon. We won't say, but that's straight up Tejano, like old school, like orquesta Tejano.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Not talking
Yeah.
about.
I'm a band nerd.
Yeah.
I was a band nerd, so
Me too,
I
man.
love. Yeah, what did you play? What did you play?
Trumpet.
Trumpet,
Yeah.
saxophone.
All
And-
right.
Hey, we're
and
gonna
that-
get the
Ricky.
boy in the studio.
That
Yeah.
big orchestra sound, I love that
Yes.
sound.
So
Wow.
we're doing that, and then you know another couple of things we're gonna keep under our hats, but and then the next step, depending, let's see, because here's what I was saying. I think most people, as a label, would want a person to just be in one area, right? But I think where our music industry is right now is it's so blended. Tejano's been blending forever, but I want to be able to say, okay, we're going to introduce him to the Latin world, but don't forget that he's also American, and he does American music. He does English music too, like, you know, he does big band, like Michael Bublé style, and he does oldies, and he does R&B.
Mhm.
So those are other areas that we definitely want to do because he thoroughly enjoys singing that also.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that also requires a different style of you implementing your vocals.
Right.
So you have this broad range, and just makes you talent all across the board. I mean, you sing R&B different than you would sing Tejano.
And
So
I
there's
I
right.
Definitely.
tell him he's a diamond in the rough in the sense that he's like an actor when they have a character, right? They're different characters, so they're not all going to be the same, right?
Mhm.
But that actor has the ability to become what that is,
Exactly.
and that's what El Gallo Des has.
We should get him to give us a little bit of his ability, right?
Yes.
When do you want to
I've
do
been
that?
trying to get your attention.
What do you want to do? What do you want to hear, my
I
blank?
don't care.
And
I'm
in
just
English
saying.
or is
No,
it
English or Spanish?
And in English or in
Whatever
Spanish?
you want to do.
English or Spanish? Cuckoo, you pick.
Let's do English.
English?
Let's do an
Okay.
English song, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Let's hear. Let's check this
Ahí
out.
les va uno de Miguel Burbujas, el Michael Bublé. Birds flying high
Magic 106.5, good morning. Son las 9:19 minutos, 9:19. It is your Magic Mornings on this Friday morning, hanging out with El Gallo Dez and Shelly Lares.
Yay!
Yay!
Party time!
Good morning. See my bling? You were all sad the last time you interviewed me.
I know,
I
because
said,
you
bling,
wanted
I'll be
to.
back, bling. It's
I
gonna
know,
be
but
okay.
like,
Why was
You
you
know,
sad?
because it was
my last-
her farewell stuff, you know? I was
Oh.
like, okay, so last night she sang a little bit, like, and I was like, oh.
How much did she drink?
I don't
No,
drink.
no,
I didn't drink
no,
at all.
no.
You didn't?
No.
But when she sang, she got done, and I was like, I missed that.
Oh. You know what?
My
do.
mom and Mia get emotional too when I'm in
Honestly.
studio and I'm
Really?
recording something.
I see it a little bit different. I see it that the first Hispanic Heritage concert that we had when we had you there, I see it as you ended with a bang, and
Yeah.
it was just incredible. It was an incredible night.
Isn't it crazy how
I
I
just see
finished
it like it was
and
great.
And he's
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
he's
And he's
That's
in the
awesome.
next.
Yeah.
you were the first one. Now this is our second annual, and you're here performing.
you're-
I played at the
Yeah.
same
I'm
event. I
excited.
played at the same
Thank
event
you guys
last
for
year.
having me. Seriously.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
but no, I mean, I miss the fans on the road. I miss seeing their faces, but I don't really miss that part
The
of
travel.
the traveling and. It doesn't mean that I dislike it because I said I wanted to retire still loving what I do, and I do. But, I have things that are just speaking to me more, like just creating music for artists like El Gallo Dez and working with new talent and discovering them and taking them, under my wing is really what speaks to me.
So basically, it's your legacy will live on through all these new artists that you're bringing
Yeah,
under your
basically,
wing.
yeah.
No pressure.
And the other,
Jeez, since you put it that way.
my other artists,
Exactly.
Alicia C, Annika, Kiana, and my 12-year-old Ali, and soon to be another TikToker that does really well is Miriam Lopez from Oregon area, who I'll be producing as well very soon. Are in association with Shell Shock, obviously, but they're with LMB Productions, which is my production and music and video production. Everyone asks me, "Are you signing? Can you sign me?" And I'm like, "Okay, it's going to take quite a bit for me to really sign the next artist,
Mhm.
but I'm loving it."
He's your focus right now too.
Yeah, he's the main artist that I
What is
focus
your
on.
focus
Yes,
on right now?
he does. But the girls, they're I'm so proud of all of them. I mean, they're all doing really well. Alicia C,
Mhm.
her first EP, which was my first EP that I produced for another artist, was the number 2 on all Spanish. It debuted at number 2 on the iTunes charts when it came out, so
Very
it did
nice.
good. I mean, and Annika's doing well. Ali's song's still doing well. Kiana's still doing. Kiana's in the New Mexico area, and
Mhm.
she's performing every weekend. So they're starting to get out there. We're starting to get the shows. A lot of people are asking, when are you coming? We're still finishing up David's full album. I already have the band. Like I have the guys that are going to be in the band. So I'll start prepping them. Next year, the album will be out the beginning of the year. And then you'll start really seeing him, perform.
And
shows.
that'll be here before you know it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
but he
seriously, we're
does-
in October already.
Yeah.
This flew by already.
Yeah, but I mean, I already booked him for private events, for
Oh.
wedding. Here
Yeah.
he's already doing a wedding in Fresno, California next year.
Yes.
You're not
So-
even supposed to be here till next month.
I know.
Yeah, isn't that
So here's the deal: how
Yeah.
important the performance tomorrow is, because it's a very rare
Oh,
performance.
I didn't think about that.
Oh, really?
I
Absolutely.
mean, because if you think about it, you're really not out
No,
touring and
you're not.
performing yet.
Yeah.
This is a
So
very
this is-
special
It's
appearance.
Yes.
very. I mean, so we should say thank you for
No,
agreeing
thank
to
you
do
Oh,
guys.
thank you
that.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Absolutely. No, it's an honor to be able to perform with, Jay Perez, the Homeboys, and the Mariachi. Oh my God, yesterday I heard him for the first time
Mhm.
live because I've been watching their videos. I've been
Yeah.
stalking.
Well,
Yeah.
because
They're
Dave,
amazing.
he
He
didn't.
was just trying to get familiar
He
with
wasn't familiar with Tejano.
Yeah.
When we had that phone call, he didn't know Tejano music.
No.
He didn't know the artist
Mm-hmm.
or the genre. He didn't really understand the genre. He knew Selena, obviously,
Mhm.
but he didn't know she was Tejano.
Mm.
And so that's when I started to give him I started with the greats, Sonny Osuna, Ruben Ramos, the Latin breed. And,
She was
and-
setting the
and Royal
foundation
Jesters.
for you.
Oh, I fell in love with
I
them.
wanted him to
Mhm.
learn that, and he fell in love with Sonny Osuna. He didn't realize
So, yeah.
Sonny did oldies, and he
Yeah.
was like,
What?
Yeah, I was sitting at work one day, and she was like, "Listen to these people, right?" So
Yeah.
I start just going on Spotify and typing in,
Mhm.
like Los Palominos and
Oh,
Lil
nice.
Joe. And,
Oh, yeah.
and then I typed in Sonny, and I'm expecting to hear like Tejano, right? And he's singing an oldie song, and I was like,
Hey.
hold on, no, I got the wrong person. He's like, "No, this is Sonny Osuna. What the? And I go, hey, he does oldie. She goes, yeah. He was on American Bandstand. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
So I was
Good
like,
work.
oh, I'm a fan
Yeah.
now.
Right.
And
But,
then the
yeah.
next song was her. I was like, hey, this kind of sounds like Shelly singing. And then I see it says Sonny Osuna, Shelly. I was like, hey, there's a song that I'm listening to. Here it is. I was like, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But it's cool because now he loves Tejano, and I
Yeah.
like the fact that he's fresh and, like I said, not
Yes.
tainted, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
but
I see that.
but genuinely has as a music fan, if you will, genuinely has an appreciation for our genre. And that makes me feel so proud because for someone that's not familiar with it to come in and be like, dang, I hear all of these influences. I hear all of these elements that I listen to in Tejano. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I think Tejano music is the best genre. I don't think I know is the best genre ever because it's the only genre where you will hear so many different elements, coming
Inspiration.
in. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And he's helping, bring back a lot of the young generation to listening to us. Tejano classics will always be Tejano classics,
Right.
whether it's 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. But, we do need to continue to grow. And while we're on this subject real quick, I just want to say, I was talking to Mia on the way over here, and I said, Lubbock has always been one of the main cities, if not the main area, that has always supported Tejano 1,000%. And I have to credit that to Magic because you guys didn't stay stuck. Y'all continued to embrace the new sounds, the new artists, and that's why it's still thriving. That's why it is the number one
wow.
station in the area. So kudos to
Ooh.
you guys and to the
Thank you.
fans.
You gave me
because
goosebumps.
I know, I was like, I was getting
Wait,
a little
hold on.
emotional.
Hold on. My
No.
turn.
You didn't stay stuck.
I'm throwing the heart. I'm throwing the heart.
And not all of the new music is good. I know you've turned down a lot of new artists because they have to understand you don't just get on radio just because you record a song. So, this is why I was excited for David to come to Lubbock because I want him to see the true Tejano fans that we have here. That really they go to the shows, y'all.
He'll meet up
They
tomorrow
go to the
night.
shows
He'll
and
meet
they
up tomorrow
support,
night.
man. So
Support.
You'll meet him tomorrow night.
thank you.
They'll want to
to-
take pictures and all that good stuff tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
it.
and you're gonna have your merch. You'll have your
Oh
yeah,
yes,
merchandise, great,
yes. Shelly got these awesome shirts that I'm excited for everyone to see. So I was like, you made me look like a papi chulo in there. I'm like, who's that guy?
I didn't need to do anything. I just put your picture on the shirt.
Like, is that me?
Wow.
Did you use Photoshop?
And my bling, I
Yeah.
have a shirt for y'all, so you can
Okay, so I
be
can-
with the shirt. He'll be
Alright.
close to your heart.
You're wearing that shirt again? Yes, it's my heart.
She's gonna wear it every day, Kukui.
Oh, man.
No, but Shell, going back to what you were saying, thank you so much for. It's totally an honor and a privilege for us to hear those kind of words come out of your mouth. To see that you, as an artist, as now a producer, a very, and as we said, a pioneer, a legend, for you to acknowledge and say publicly the hard work that we do here at Magic, and we do it for our fans, for
Yeah.
our listeners, because they
They're
support
legit.
us. They
Yeah.
support us 100%, and that's why we always try to do the best that we can. And we understand that the genre is growing, and you have to, like
Yeah.
you said,
Growing
you
pains.
have to embrace the difference, because Tejano is just not one thing. Oh,
It's
This is
not.
Tejano. No, there's a lot of things that are Tejano.
There is.
It's
There's
just
a lot.
it's just like Tejano's just the trunk of the tree, and you have all these branches. The trees just grow.
It would be like you saying you have to pick one artist that is Tejano.
and
you
just
can't.
It's
You can't.
crazy that it doesn't have more popularity because
That's
of
what
that.
he told
That's
me.
that's what when she first introduced me to it and I started hearing, and she's like, you got to listen to all the elements. It's not just
Right.
one specific genre. It's a mix.
Because David Lee's not going to sound like Los Palominos. Los
No,
Palominos aren't going to
no.
sound
Right.
like Ruben Ramos.
Like let's
Exactly,
go
yeah.
to the beginning, like Paulino Bernal. Let's go
Right.
to him. Yes, he was conjunto, but if you're a musician, he's doing jazz chords. He's implementing jazz into conjunto.
Is that right?
Yes. So it's like, there's been so many things. Same thing with the Royal Jesters. Same thing with Latin Brie.
yeah.
They implement jazz, that their jazz influences as horn players are in our Tejano music. So I really think maybe people think they really know and they comment on it, but you have to really educate yourself musically and understand. But it's not a bad thing either. I mean, you should take it as a compliment that people still want to implement things into who we are over here, you know. But I don't like for people to pigeonhole me. I've always said, yes, I'm a Tejano artist. And what I mean by that is I'm able to still do country music. I'm able to still do international rock or, you know, I mean, I ended my show with Journey, for crying out loud.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, you know, it's like, so.
It's a staple for you.
You know,
And everybody
knows I'm gonna
everybody
do
out there
Journey.
was singing it.
Everybody knows I'm going to start that, and it's the last song of the night. But so for him, that's what I want. I don't want to pigeonhole him because I've been that artist. I've been that person where they just said, no, you're just regional Mexican. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm also American.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to tap into that also. I'm not that I'm not proud of being regional Mexican, you know, being played on regional Mexican radio as well and fans, but we're Americans. So we need to be able to implement all of that also.
Great conversation, but we're going to have to be right back. It is your Magic Mornings here with Chismos and Cucuy on Magic 106.5. Good morning. Magic 106.5. Good morning. It is your Magic Mornings here with Chismos and Cocoy on this Friday morning. As we're sitting here hanging out, to the privilege of hanging out with El Gallo Des and Shelly Lattis here in the Magic Studio. So
What an honor to have you.
This
is dope.
Man, this is big times.
I know.
Yeah.
Big times. I was thinking about when we used to be in the backyard over there.
Oh,
We had the backyard
oh,
bash.
904
We
East
had-
Broadway.
Yeah.
Remember we used to have rats and everything over there?
That place.
it literally was a house.
It was
Yeah.
a house, yeah. But they used to have the backyard bashes
Uh-huh.
in back because there was a lot of land. We would play back there, like they would
Oh,
set up
what?
stage.
Yeah.
And it would get so
That's
packed,
dope.
man. And then, they
It
moved
was
up,
cool.
and now Nombre, shut up.
I
So
know.
we've been truly blessed to be
Yes.
able to have, because I was like, if we have the opportunity to bring in artists to come and hang out with us, we want to give them a nice,
Absolutely.
something nice to
Yeah.
come in and not only for them, but for our listeners that want to watch and see what's going on. We've got our YouTube channel going now. We got these fancy little cameras.
It used to
I
be
know,
where
I'm
you
gonna
could
get
hire
there,
mostly
man.
ugly people for radio, but now you gotta get people who have pretty nice faces.
We appreciate you for saying that, but if you notice that right now on the YouTube channel, it's really just you two on there.
Oh.
It's not showing us.
because they get
Why
to see,
not?
because they get to see us all the time.
But
They
we
don't
have
to
some-
Because we just need pretty people.
But don't forget, he has a lot of fans that aren't still not familiar with Tejano either.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, so they need to
Just
know
follow
y'all.
us. The thing is, just
Yeah,
follow
guys.
us all the time.
Yeah, it's Magic 106.5.
Yeah, guys.
Check them.
So, El Gallo de
You warmed up?
Yeah,
You
He's
good?
good. He
Yes.
don't ever. He sounds good. He
I
probably
warmed up.
today he doesn't, but he
He's
normally.
talking about the spinach. Is that why you got big old muscles over there?
Ay, muscles.
Ay.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
I need to get some more briskets.
She's supposed to
And he's talking about going to get a tattoo. I'm ready for another one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna go to
Let's
this
do it.
session together.
Yeah, let's go get a session together.
Yeah.
I found an artist yesterday, yeah, so.
And she's gonna match your tattoo.
Yeah, dude.
Twinning is better.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's get to the mariachis.
Yes, let's do it.
What's going on here?
I'm feeling some románticas at my favorite bolero.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sabor a mí.
Yes.
Oh.
Here we go.
Tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor, la eternidad, pero allá tan como aquí, en la boca llevarás sabor a mí.
Oh my
Yay!
God. Can somebody please call my cardiologist?
Thank you.
Hold on, this is the perfect pitch.
Okay.
$20 tickets available now. This gentleman's going to be performing tomorrow.
Yes.
The second annual Hispanic Heritage Concert. We can't wait to see everybody at Prima
Get there
Vista.
Such an honor.
early.
Yes.
Such an
402
honor.
North Inler. Get your $20 tickets at Montelongo's Mexican Restaurant.
And if you want to reserve a table, those will be done through 5:30 today here at 620 Avenue O. Or you can always call 806-745-3434. I will tell you there's only a handful of tables left. It's going to be a great night. We'll have Mariachi Mi Tierra with their special guest, El Gallo Des. And you guys are definitely in for a treat, I promise you. Got the homeboys, Elias y todos los muchachos.
Hey,
de los homeboys.
guys.
Saludos going out to
Jumbo.
the homeboys.
Shout out.
Roman, love you guys.
You better not be trying to travel, boy, because I'll send you.
You can't say it, Bling. You can't say it, Bling.
I'll send you back home. Take care of yourself, Jimbo. Love you, man, for sure. And of course, the voice, Jay Bettis.
Yes, closing out the night, man. One heck of a concert, man. I can't wait to see you perform con
Thank
Mariachi.
you.
We're
Mañana.
excited.
I'm excited,
Yes.
man. Representing the raza is my
Yes.
favorite thing to do.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go.
And we are going to take him by Allsups because he does need to get a burrito
Oh, chimichanga.
and a
Ooh,
chimichanga.
yeah.
And what else did what were we talking about?
August
we need
pie.
August
August pie. Yes, he is like,
I'm like,
what's an August
they were
pie?
looking at me like I was a baby. They're like, oh, pobrecito. You don't know. You don't know what's good for you.
And we're fixing to show you for real.
I'm down.
We want to say thank you to you guys, of course, all
Yes.
of the Magic listeners out there, all the loyal listeners, should we say, and new listeners that I'm sure you guys are getting today, thanks to his platform
Yes,
that he's
thank
got.
you so much.
I'm gonna thank you
So,
guys. I appreciate
again,
you
thank
guys.
you for having us. Thank you to the fans for supporting his music. Rogando por tu amor, which was his first Tejano hit. Huera Linda, latest single on all digital platforms. So thank you guys. We appreciate you.
You're
having us.
welcome. We appreciate you guys being here. It was an honor, definitely.
Likewise,
She's
likewise.
Mosa, you ready, young lady?
I'm
She's
trying to
prepping.
get-
She's doing
I'm trying to-
something right now.
She's gonna play Rogando por tu amor.
El
know my-
Yeah.
Chismosa por la mañana.
Yeah. Sing it for her
there
so
you
she
go.
remembers it.
You know what? I'm gonna
Sing
make
it for
that.
her so she remembers it.
Wait! I gotta record you. Hold on, because I'm gonna use that. And I'm gonna use it as my ringtone when my alarm goes off. That's what it's gonna say. I'm up, honey.
Oh, okay.
All right, you're ready. Go ahead.
Sing it a little bit. Rogando.
El cucuy.
No, not that one.
That would have been awesome. Oh, high five, David. Thank you, David. Thank you. What a way for her to wake up.
Ya no quiero sufrir, ya no quiero llorar, pero sin ti, ¿cómo le hago? Mejor vuelve aquí entre mis brazos, con tu mano en mi mano, porque sin ti soy un fracaso. Ya no menciones el ayer, eso está en el pasado. Dime que tú vas a volver y que me has perdonado, porque yo sí te sigo amando. Quiero que tú sepas, sin ti estos días son raros. Por eso seguiré rogando por tu amor.
Yay!
And can you say in that little nice deep voice you said? Can you say "Get up"?
Get on up. It's morning time.
Man, thank you
Oh,
so much. It's been
yay.
a pleasure to have you in the studio.
pleasure.
Oh, and if
Mine.
y'all want
Thank
to
you,
hire
guys.
him for voiceovers, give me a call.
I'm so
I got
down. I do voices, just letting y'all know.
I
Yeah,
can,
he does.
You think I'm playing, but I'm
Hey,
not.
no, hit me up. I love it.
We
Let's
do,
go.
we do need to throw out your platforms real quick.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yes.
give us
Social
your guy-
platforms.
tell
Yes,
everybody.
please, guys. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram. You can find me under El Gallo Des with underscores between the words, and on Facebook under El Gallo Des Music. So check me out, guys. Thank you guys so much. To the listeners, you guys for having me here.
Yeah.
It's an honor and such a pleasure to be here, y'all. It's such I feel very privileged and blessed. It's such a warm welcome to Lubbock, man.
Yay!
Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, for sure.
Lubbock, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wrapping up your Magic Mornings for this Friday morning. We'll see everybody tomorrow over at our second annual Hispanic Heritage Celebración, celebrando nuestra cultura, nuestra herencia y con la música más grande.
I don't know about all that. I'm partying.
That was awesome.